Have you ever been sitting alone, doing absolutely nothing, and suddenly something feels off? Not sad, not angry, not stressed, just empty. You pick up your phone, scroll for a while, nothing changes. You play your favorite song, still nothing. You watch motivational videos hoping they'll spark something inside you, but they don't. And eventually, a question pops into your mind. Why can't I just feel happy? What if I told you that your brain can shift into a better emotional state in as little as 15 seconds? Not by fixing your problems, not through positive thinking, not by forcing yourself to be motivated, but by using a few simple psychological switches that most people never learn. Today, I'm going to show you 3 powerful brain tricks that can instantly change how you feel. And make sure you stay until the end, because the third technique is the most powerful. It's the one that can completely change how your brain responds to stress, anxiety, and negative emotions. Let's begin. The secret most people never learn. Imagine 2 people having the exact same bad day. They sit in the same traffic, deal with the same problems, face the same stress. Yet one person stays miserable for the rest of the day. The other recovers quickly and moves on. Why? The difference isn't what happened. The difference is what happened inside their brain during the first few seconds after the event. Most people think emotions happen to them, but emotions are often reactions that can be interrupted. And once you understand how your brain creates those reactions, you gain the power to change them. That's where these 3 brain tricks come in. Trick number 1. The face feedback switch. Here's something fascinating. Your brain doesn't just create emotions. It also reads signals from your body to decide how you should feel. And one of the strongest sources of information is your face. Try this right now. Raise your eyebrows slightly. Relax your jaw. Lift the corners of your mouth just a little. Not a fake smile, just a soft, gentle expression. Hold it for 15 seconds. It seems too simple, doesn't it? But here's what's happening behind the scenes. Your brain constantly asks one question: am I safe? When your facial muscles signal relaxation, your brain interprets that as safety. And when the brain feels safe, it begins reducing stress responses. Heart rate slows, tension decreases, stress hormones start dropping. You don't force happiness, you signal safety, and safety creates the conditions for happiness. The mistake most people make is waiting to feel better before changing their body language. But your brain often works in reverse. Change the physical signal first. The emotional state follows. Now let's move to the second technique. Trick number 2. Name it to tame it. What happens when your thoughts won't stop? When your mind keeps replaying conversations? When you're trapped in worry, anxiety, or overthinking? This is where the second brain trick becomes incredibly powerful. Your brain has 2 major systems constantly competing for control. One reacts emotionally, the other thinks logically. When emotions become intense, the emotional system takes over. But there's a shortcut that can instantly reduce its power. Simply name what you're feeling. That's it. Say, I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling frustrated. I'm feeling disappointed. Don't explain it. Don't analyze it. Don't try to solve it. Just name it. Research shows that labeling emotions activates areas of the brain responsible for awareness and reasoning. Instead of being consumed by the emotion, you become the observer of it. Think of it this way. When you're caught in a storm, you're getting soaked. But when you step inside a house and look through the window, the storm is still there. It just no longer controls you. The moment you identify the emotion, you create distance between yourself and the feeling. And that distance gives you power. You stop reacting. You start observing. And that shift can happen in seconds. Now imagine combining this with the first trick. Your body says, "I'm safe." Your mind says, "I understand what's happening." That's already a powerful reset. But the final technique takes things even further. Trick number 3. The micro-win dopamine trigger. This is the most important technique of all, because it targets one of the brain's most powerful chemicals, dopamine. Most people think dopamine is released after success. That's not entirely true. Dopamine is often released when your brain detects progress, not perfection, not achievement, progress. That's why small wins matter far more than most people realize. Right now, choose one action that takes less than 15 seconds. Take one deep breath. Drink a sip of water. Stand up. Stretch your shoulders. Organize one item on your desk. Check off one tiny task. Do it now. Seriously. Take a moment. Done? Good. Your brain just received evidence that you're moving forward. And movement creates momentum. The moment your brain senses progress, it rewards you with dopamine. That dopamine doesn't just improve mood, it boosts focus, increases motivation, creates optimism, and makes it easier to take the next action. This is why waiting to feel motivated rarely works. Motivation doesn't create action. Action creates motivation. Most people have it backward. They wait for inspiration before they start. But your brain rewards movement first. The feeling comes after. That's why micro-wins are so powerful. Bad mood? Create a micro-win. Low energy? Create a micro-win. Feeling stuck? Create a micro-win. Your brain doesn't need a life-changing breakthrough. It just needs evidence that progress is happening. Putting it all together, the next time you're feeling off, overwhelmed, anxious, or emotionally drained, remember these 3 simple steps. First, soften your face and signal safety. Second, name the emotion you're experiencing. Third, create one tiny win. That's it. In less than a minute, you've changed the signals your brain is receiving. You've interrupted emotional spirals. You've activated logical thinking. And you've triggered the brain's natural reward system. Nothing in your life had to change, yet your internal state begins to shift. That's real emotional control, not suppressing feelings, not pretending everything is okay, but understanding how your brain works and using that knowledge to your advantage. Here's the truth. Happiness is not something you find. It's something you activate. Your brain already contains the mechanisms needed to feel calmer, stronger, and more positive. Most people simply don't know where the switches are. Now you do. So the next time life feels heavy, the next time your mood drops for no apparent reason, the next time you feel trapped in stress, worry, or emptiness, remember, signal safety. Name the feeling. Create a small win. Because happiness isn't always waiting at the end of a journey. Sometimes it's only one small switch away.